project. It's going to be tacky and gaudy. You know that.
Now see, this is the ultimate hater. This is just hating for no reason. It's gonna be tacky and gaudy. You know that. Now everything Trump owns and has built is beautiful. Beautiful. That's why he can charge what he charges to come into his hotels. That's why, Mar-a-Lago is worth what it is. These people who've never built anything. I've seen Sonny's house. Now, she's a millionaire. She got a nice house. But compared to Mar-a-Lago, compared to Trump's towers and all of this stuff, I need y'all to do me a favor. Hit that like button, share my videos. Please make sure you subscribe. Make sure your notification buttons are turned on to all. Subscribe to my alternative channel just in case YouTube give me the slip or something. You'll know how to find me. Don't forget to check me out with all the podcasts and follow me on Rumble and the Jungle. All the links are listed below. If you want to donate to my channel, feel free. Those links are below as well. They always try to belittle our intelligence just to try to throw trash on what Trump is doing. So now they're trying to throw trash on something else Trump is doing. Now he's building a big, beautiful ballroom on or inside or connected to the White House. Everybody's done made construction to the White House.
President Obama, for example, had the tennis court converted to also host basketball games. And President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who swam every day, had an indoor pool installed in 1933, which President Nixon later turned into the press room that's still used today. There's also the time President Truman had to temporarily move out of the White House while it was completely gutted from 1948 to 1952. But the greatest renovation of all might be in 1814, when it was burned down by British soldiers and rebuilt to the White House we know today.
But it's Trump though. And because Trump is doing some construction, they got a problem with it. Now Trump, as far as I know, is the only president that is a builder. The only president that actually have been building stuff for a living. Okay? Yeah, he knows how to get it done. He knows costs, expenses, all of these things, versus other presidents who added things on, put swimming pools and stuff in the White House. They're just like, bring a guy in, tell us how much you charge, and let's do it. But Trump knows what's going on. And yet, of course, just like clockwork, the fake news and all of them are whining. They're whining. They're mad about it.
$250 million project. It's going to be tacky and gaudy. You know that.
Now see, this is the ultimate hater. This is just hating for no reason. It's going to be tacky and gaudy. You know that. Now everything Trump owns and has built is beautiful. Beautiful. That's why he can charge what he charges to come into his hotels. That's why, Mar-a-Lago is worth what it is. These people who've never built anything. I've seen Sonny's house. Now, she's a millionaire. She got a nice house. But compared to Mar-a-Lago, compared to Trump's towers and all of this stuff, and here it is, hater. This is one of the things where you just go, now see, you're not analyzing this properly. You're just hating. You're just going to come out and say something stupid. Just like when they be like, Trump's stupid. He's out there, a dumb billionaire. And I'm going, how do you become a billionaire? You're dumb. I don't understand. But nonetheless, here she is. She's hating for no reason.
People are losing their health
and they're losing their health care.
Tax breaks to multimillionaires.
No, they're losing their health care and their homes and stuff because the Democrats have shut down the government because they're stupid. Yeah. So don't be whining about them. You're whining about Trump, who ain't spending any taxpayers' money to build something beautiful. And because Trump's going to leave his legacy in that White House, these folks are not able to handle it. They're not able to handle it. See, that's a way that Trump just kind of urinated on the White House a little bit. You know, how dogs pee on stuff to let people know, yeah, I was here. Gizmo does it all the time. All the time. Yeah, I take him to somebody new, somebody's house to visit. He embarrasses me. And he's going around going, tss, tss. And I'm going, what are you doing? Oh, I just need everybody to know that Gizmo was here. I just need everybody to know that Gizmo was here. Peeing on stuff. So now they know that every time they go into that White House, when Trump is gone, they're going to see that nice, beautiful ballroom. And that's a little indicator that Trump said, psst, yeah, just a little tinkle to let everybody know Trump was here. So let's go ahead and continue. Here we go.
And to billionaires who probably are some of the private donors for this tacky, gaudy, nasty ballroom.
What's wrong with you people?
Exactly. Hating for nothing. Tacky, gaudy ballroom. Unlike the tents that they were using before to host dignitaries and stuff like that. Once again, this is TDS at its best. TDS at its best.
And the thing that you said, Whoopi, was the first thing that came to mind. It's tacky. I mean, and the thing
It looks like a casino bar.
It looks like Mar-a-Lago. It looks like Mar-a-Lago.
A whole bunch of haters just sitting around like, you know what? Yeah, that's tacky. It's like this and that. Ain't built nothing, you know, and ain't got the ability to build nothing, but they just hating for no reason. Hating for no reason. So let's continue watching the haters.
Which is tacky. And I think for me, Whoopi, the first thing that came to mind was that this is a metaphor for what's going on in our country. He is tearing down the house.
Yep, and building something more beautiful. It's a wonderful metaphor. Tearing down the raggedy establishment, tearing down all of these reckless policies, tearing down all of the stupid wokeness, tearing down all of these, folks in the government that have nestled themselves in, these holdovers, the deep state, tearing all that mess down. And I'm loving it. Tearing down all of the nonsense that the Democrats have created, tearing it all down. And I'm loving it. I mean, I got a way to solve all of this. For all of the Trump haters, all of the folks running around, Trump thinks he's a king and that's the worst it's ever been. It's the worst it's ever been. You think if the people on the Titanic really was on that bad boy and they recognized the danger, and folks are talking about,
look, we got all these boats out here. You can get out of here before this thing sinks.
Nah, I'm gonna stick around and complain. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stick around as the water's filling up.
that shows me that you don't really believe what you're saying. You don't really believe that the boat's really sinking, okay, until the water is up to your nostrils. So I recommend that all of these folks just get out of here. You can leave. Leave it up to us to enjoy America without you whining, without you hating, without you in the streets protesting every single day, without you guys trying to undermine what we're doing, what Trump is doing for our country, without all the violence, without all of that mess. You can just bounce, okay? But instead, you want to stick around and do stuff like this. Yep, that's what that is right there. Blow a gasket.
They're still hung up on the ballroom.
Yes, they are.
He thinks that he has the authority to go and destroy, what is essentially a sacred historic site.
It's a historic site. He thinks he has the authority. He does. All the other presidents who've added on, rearranged, built stuff, he ain't got nothing to say about them. But remember, anything Trump does is evil. Okay, so now he's talking, he thinks he has the authority to destroy the people's house by building something beautiful. Something that we all can enjoy. If I ever go back to the White House, the first place I want to go is to that ballroom.
And put up, a palace because he thinks he's a king.
Now, see, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I mean, put up a palace because he thinks he's a king. Who doesn't love a palace? That's the worst example you can use. What are you talking about? I mean, let me go. I don't even know where I can go and visit a palace. Dang on it. Show me the first palace. I'm like, ooh, I get to go see a palace? Yeah, you're using horrible examples. If you're trying to make me think, if you would have said a clubhouse, a tree house, a dog house, something like that, but you're talking about a palace? I'm like, whoa, Trump building a palace? Oh man, I got to check that out. But then look at the Democrats' propaganda. This is what they're wasting their time doing.
Tonight, sources tell ABC News President Trump is aiming to tear down the entire east wing of the White House.
It's almost like Democrats have never been anywhere near a construction site. Pocahontas and Hot Dog Amy sound like a bunch of hippies.
No, it is actually a demolition zone. That is what it is. Look at that.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
wow. This is a construction zone. Donald Trump can't hear people asking for help because there's all this chaos
machinery.
Now you see, they're shenanigans. I ain't got nothing else to do with my time but try to make a video trashing what Trump is doing. And they all know that this construction site is going to be converted and the final product is going to be beautiful. And I wonder if they're going to go back and then talk about it. They know what he's doing. They know it's being torn down because it's going to be beautiful. But during this process, they always got to capitalize on trying to make something look horrible. As if Trump's just going to leave it like this. That's the only reason it's being torn down. There it is. Tear it down. Leave it just like it is. Bricks and stuff piled up. All right. Yep, it's good. That's going to be the ballroom right there. That's what we're looking at. So, if you ever go to the White House, just Just be careful that those fallen bricks don't fall on you as you guys are dining right there in the construction site with all of the bricks and the rubble and stuff like that.
I mean, these are like bulldozers taking down the people's house right in front of our eyes.
Right in front of our eyes. But you're not talking about what's it's going to be turned into. You just want the people to think he's tearing down the people's house right in front of our eyes.
Yeah, construction's noisy, ladies. It's men at work. He's building you a place to dance in a dress.
Yeah.
What a gentleman.
You know what he should do? Put a sign over the door. No Dems allowed. No Dems allowed. That's what he should do.
There's some kings in the building. Throw your fist up and show some respect. There's gorillas in here. Gorilla in here. Gorillas in here. Gorilla in here. Gorillas in here. Gorilla in here.